From Melbourne's rubber scene, they came, they saw, they conquered. Elliott Eve has made history as the first Australian and the first non-binary person to win MIR, being sashed MIR 29 in October this year.
A huge moment, not just for the title, but for visibility, for pride, and for what the future holds for latex culture.
From Sydney, Australia, I'm Brad.
And I'm Alek.
And this is Rubberly Profile,
telling the stories of legends in the latex scene.
Hi, I'm Elliott Eve. I'm Melbourne Rubber 2024 and the current MIR 29.
Beautiful.
Contestant number 4, Elliot!
Whole year gone by so quickly.
What led to that win? You're probably wondering how they got here. Before the big stage, Elliot was already a familiar face in Melbourne's rubber community, connecting people, showing up, and helping new faces feel welcome. Before we jump into today's chat with Elliott Eve, we have a word from our sponsor, you. That's right, Rubberly is an independent channel, by the community, for the community. It isn't possible for us without those of you who make it happen. Whether you've bought from Rubberly store or donated via Ko-fi, every little bit helps.
Rubberly store is your go-to for your latex care. Our Shine by Rubberly spray keeps your latex picture perfect. Deep Shine by Rubberly has your back by keeping your gear shiny after washing, ready for that next big night.
Need to fix your gear? We've got you too. We sell all the tools you need to get started. You can even buy latex sheeting too. Just visit rubber.ly or scan the QR code to check out Rubberly store today.
Or if you just want to support the channel, that's very cool too. We have a coffee, the link would be in the description, or you can scan the QR code on the screen.
And if you love what we do, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Now, let's get back to it. So, Elliot, we could hear a pin drop at our watch party in Sydney when your name was called. Walk us through that moment.
Oh my gosh, really? You could, it was that dead quiet?
It was very shocking. We absolutely, for Australians, not to just be represented, but to win an international competition of the scale, considering our scene in Sydney, especially, is relatively small. That was astounding.
No, I love it.
Melburnians have had the curse of the runner-up 3 times now.
The curse has been broken! Melbourne takes it!
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, it was like a pin dropped in my head as well, because I still distinctly remember being on stage and everything was so quiet and the anticipation was rising. And then my name was called and everything just went completely blank for a good, 5 seconds until Rush came up to me to give me my sash. I was like, oh, wait, I'm present, I'm here.
I sort of saw that as we're watching the live feed because our minds were the same. It's wait, we just had an Aussie win?
Yeah, I was like, wait, that's me? That's me, I did that. Oh my gosh, this is really happening. So that was, and yeah, I watched the footage back and you can definitely see that on my face. I'm just kind of there what? But in the best way possible, yeah.
And when that announcement came through and knowing that you were the first Aussie, first Envy, I mean, everyone in our watch party lost it. What did that moment mean for you and how do you see it shaping your role over the coming year?
Well, look, it's a pretty big role that I'm taking very seriously, but also trying to, really have fun with it as well. And it's a huge moment for our community, first Australian, there's a lot of firsts, first Australian, first non-binary, first female presenting person. There's a lot of firsts and a lot of responsibility that comes with that. So I'm very excited for the year ahead. Yeah.
Awesome. It sounds like it's going to be a massive trek, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be yeah, for sure. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Have you ever had it's such a massive scene. Did you ever experience, I know you have been in the rubber competition before, but did you ever experience stage fright? Or does it something that you get over as the competition goes on?
I do definitely get stage fright. Melbourne Rubber was the first time that I performed on stage in front of people, in 15 years. So I was a performer as a kid. I did dance, and so I performed for 10 years. And then it was a 15-year gap from the last time that I performed on stage. So it was a lot of stress and a lot of troubleshooting in my head. and I was very stressed about, certain things not going wrong. And like, oh my gosh, what if it's not like received properly, the message that I'm trying to convey and things like that. So I'm a massive overthinker when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah.
You definitely made your mark and even found some hair the year off.
Yeah, it worked in my favor. But yes, I did definitely get a little bit of stage fright. But I think because of like that history, as soon as I get on stage and the music starts, it's like it just comes naturally, and it's like, okay, locking in and we're getting it done.
Yeah, it's beautiful that you keep the skills, the talents.
Yeah, it's like riding a bike.
Yeah, and finding a new message to tell to performance is honestly kind of an incredible like new step. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
This year's MIR title holder, you now have a very powerful new platform. Do you have any specific intentions that you would like to use this new role for, in the international scene or in Australian scene, within friends or within the larger community?
I think because this is, a lot of new firsts for the international community as well, I really want to step up and represent those firsts. So Australia, being first femme, first non-binary trans person. So I'll be doing a lot of advocating for those spaces and inclusivity as well. Like gender inclusivity is a really big thing for me and something that I keep very close to me. So I think a lot of my platform will be, sharing that as well as, what Australia brings to the rubber community internationally as well and what we're made of. So not just on the MIR stage, but also throughout my title year too.
Truth. People, I think it's kind of funny that I think there's more talk. It's the Australian rubber community is not very known, but it is actually probably known better than the sort of non-binary communities of representation we have in. As a non-binary person myself, I think we need kind of to expose people to what it is, just a new perspective on gender. I think it's a very, very, very just very respectable, very, very valid task.
100%. I definitely get that. And believe it or not, like Australia is really big in the international rubber community. So when I was over there, they, were like, oh, we're so happy you're here. I kind of entered the competition a little bit later than everybody else. So when I joined the group, everyone was like, we're so happy that we've got an Australian competitor this year. We love you. So, Australians loved over in the US, especially in the international rubber community. So yeah, we have a good reputation.
MIR Club Summit is full of good people. As someone who's involved with running Sydney Rubber, it's been a shoulder to fall back on, really, when you're stuck doing the whole technical stuff of running a rubber club, or even to the point of running a website. As a tech guy, I still have my faults running one.
Yeah.
There's just such a group of amazing minds there, so I'm glad you got to meet a lot of them in the flesh.
It was really nice to connect and, meet a lot of new people over there. It was beautiful.
Absolutely. So, looking beyond the sash and the win, what are some specific projects or initiatives you want to pursue, whether it's things like advocacy, charity, community building, or even more?
So I'm definitely brainstorming a few projects for next year already. Me and my friend Mia have been working on some very big latex projects over the past couple of years. You may have seen some on our social media platforms. So we're working on creating an event next year to kind of showcase all of those big projects, which really showcases our community more than anything, because we've got a lot of rubber people in those shots. So we're looking to hold a gallery next year to showcase Australian latex, as well as, sell some things online in regards to that too, but keep your eyes and ears peeled. As well as, I think, just representing the community. You'll hear me say a lot of, representing Australia and, being the first femme person that's won MIR. I think it's really important to be in the rubber spaces. to showcase Australia. Yeah, exactly. We're going to bring it, so I've got to bring it for us. And, that's what I'll be doing within my title year.
I'm all for it. I love it.
Show what's possible. Show what you can do.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially the gallery idea. Art is close to my heart in that one. So
Art is art is universal. And I think during, the lockdowns, we were all chronically online because we didn't really have anything else to do.
guilty.
So, I think that really kind of birthed a lot of interesting and cool projects for people. And so, that kind of connecting online has really continued since the lockdowns. And so, just utilizing social media to be able to spread your message, I think is really important.
I mean, honestly, yeah, it's been such a big change since COVID. Even before COVID, obviously, where a lot of people, not obviously, I suppose, at least lots of people that I know found about the kinks, latex from social media. Now I think it's such a dominating force.
Yes.
In the just community in general.
Yeah.
People mostly congregate online. I mean, it has been kind of, it has been shaken off by recent happenings in social media space with how it's been turning a little bit homophobic in places, a little bit controversial in places. Do you think that people will continue going on social media to discover these events and art, or do you think there'll be more shift to face-to-face interactions? People going out to actual in-person events?
I think it'll be both. I think people will always utilize social media for things like that to connect with people. It is a really powerful tool for connecting still.
It's just a calendar.
Exactly, yeah, it's a very powerful tool to connect with people that can be very thoroughly utilized. And then people will probably go on to, go to events that they find out about on social media, and they'll be able to connect with someone, meet someone on social media and go, hey, do you want to go to this event? And, that's it.
I like how you mentioned the lockdowns as being a seed for a lot of things in terms of projects and such. I mean, this channel was pretty much born as a bit of a lockdown idea. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, I mean, I think lockdowns were such a transitional period for everybody, I mean, I came out as non-binary, as
Figuratively and literally.
yeah, and that's when I found out about latex as well. So exactly, yeah, I was ordering latex online and making content at home during lockdowns, and that's kind of how I kept myself busy. And yeah,
Like the Lynn from Dark Times.
exactly, it's a transitional period, you got to make the most of it. But yeah,
As the rubber and the broader kink scene is evolving, what changes would you most like to see in its evolution?
look, you're going to hear me rate on about gender inclusivity during my title year, because once again, first femme person to win the title, I really want to bring in, more gender diverse people into our community, and not just in Melbourne, but internationally as well. So that might look like some more extra market stalls at MIR, or, I would love to hold a meet and greet at MIR for gender diverse people to, encourage them to tag along, because MIR Rubber Weekend was an incredible experience, and it's a really beautiful event that I would heavily recommend people to experience at least once. So, I'm really advocating for gender inclusivity within those spaces, not just MIR, but yeah, in the Melbourne kink scene, but also Sydney and international as well. I'm heading to Florida in February. San Francisco, Mexico again, and there's going to be a lot of travel next year. So I think just showing up to those spaces and being the face of MIR, after so many firsts, is going to be really powerful and really important. So you're going to hear me bang on about that a lot.
Love it. It's definitely what we're all about here as well. So yeah, more power to it. Absolutely. So when you look back at this point and say 5 years, what do you hope people will say you've achieved? What legacy, I guess you could put it, do you want your year as am I allowed to say?
My legacy. I think one that's filled with kindness and gratitude for sure. I like to lead by example, and I always lead with kindness. So it sounds, pretty straightforward and bare minimum, but, I think that's really the main thing. I think title holders, it's one thing being the face of, our community, but sometimes that can be intimidating for some people, and I always want to be the friendly, warm face that anybody can come to, and say hello and have a conversation. So definitely leading with kindness within my legacy, but also just showcasing Australian latex and the gender inclusivity and what latex can look like, because it doesn't have to just be one way. I think it's very important to remember that, all bodies are rubber bodies. So I really, really want to push that.
I couldn't agree more, really. I mean, we've had a bit of a focus on our channel of being very gender inclusive. Latex suits all shapes and sizes. But what's not to love?
Exactly.
And I hope it all comes to fruition, and wish you an incredible title holder year.
Yeah. Showcasing this kind of universality is basically what started our channel. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you.
I do hope, that basically this first would make it so that many more people, genderqueer people, will make this new year their first time actually going out in the community. I think this would be something really to look forward to.
100%. And not even just attending or looking to compete. It can just be entering the rubber spaces and just being involved and being present. There's spaces,
It's about having fun. It's about just sort of broader community, because community is made of smaller groups of people, groups of friends, groups of relationships, and all of that starts from the ground up as people get the confidence to be themselves and get out there. And I think you are giving them that inspiration.
If the tribe's visible, then we'll ask you to join.
Exactly right.
I'm 100% on board with that.
Yes. All right, now let's switch gears and ask some fun stuff. I know it's a bit cliche, but Elliot, what is your favorite latex piece?
Oh, I have two. So one of them you might have seen me in. It's my latex gown that I wore at MIR, and I was sashed on. It's my kink projects, and it's one of my favorite pieces of all time. It looks so good. When we put on a piece and you're like, damn, you just feel so powerful.
Ready for a red cup?
Yeah. And the other piece, which is the complete opposite. So that one's super hyper femme. And then the other one is, I call it the Adam Sandler fit, which...
Oh my.
Some baggy latex shorts and a baggy t-shirt from Libertex.
Tomboy.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so complete opposite, very masculine. So yeah, those are my two.
Baggy latex just doesn't get enough love.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. And I would really love to push baggy latex, just the silhouettes, and have a play around with it. It's just so much fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it can be quite effective. Now, we've all been here. Latex wardrobe malfunctions. Have you had any memorable ones? Not including any catsuits destroyed on the stage, of course.
Oh gosh. I feel like people will see me come up on stage these days in a catsuit and be like, oh my God, are they going to rip that off their bodies? Because it's twice I've done that now. But no, guys, I'm done with ripping latex. It's not happening anymore. Yeah, I've had a couple, honestly. I think back to a time where I was making content with a friend of mine, and we had just gotten into rubber, full cat suits, and we were going to do a scene together. And the seam of my catsuit popped under my arm, the worst spot. That always happens.
Stress point, really?
Yeah. The shoulders and the underarms, the worst. Popped on my underarm, and I was like, oh no, what do I do? And I pulled out a different outfit. So I got changed into that. And then 20 minutes later, theirs popped in the same place. Thankfully, it was just the seam, but you know, yeah, we both had that same malfunction. And yeah, so we were like, you know what? I think that's the universe telling us that it's not supposed to happen today. So there was that'd
3 times the charm.
3 times the charm. No, I'm not going to push it. The latex is telling me no. I'm just going to take that sign.
Almost a sign to maybe when you buy a new catsuit, just pre-patch that section with an upper reinforcement.
Yeah, put an extra piece of latex there. Also, another one that I know you guys will love is when I bought my first custom catsuit. I left it in my Ziploc bag in a grocery bag, and I was like, I gotta wash that. I didn't even leave it for 24 hours, and I came home and my cat had gotten to it and shredded it apart.
Oh my.
That was the one you wore on stage.
And that was how I used that catsuit for Melbourne Rubber performance. But that's how it came to be so screwed up. Because my cat got torn.
Honestly impressive.
And now, I mean, I never let him live it down. I love him, bless. But like, you know, whenever he's around and I'm getting dressed in latex, I'm like, get away from me.
You would say so, but wouldn't you consider the cat as the artist, at least partially?
No, he's just the
artist. No recognition.
Not an artist.
No recognition.
But I like your perspective.
It's an artistic muse.
Yeah, it could be, definitely. He birthed something there, yeah.
Oh my. Yeah, I do love that. I have a few pictures as from several years ago when I was foster kittens. They used to constantly get into my rubber pile, purely just because it was very hard to kind of find the spots to dry.
Yeah.
When they wouldn't be able to get under it.
Yeah.
Could not figure out what to do about it.
Now I have to put my drying latex on a clothes horse in a spare room and close the door so that I don't get anxious that he's going to get to it. The things we do.
Mine were never really that into shredding it, I guess. Not that I'm king shaming, but
no, it's not the latex that he likes, it's the silicone lube.
Oh yeah?
I don't know why.
For us to eat it.
Yeah, even after I have a shower and I wash the silicone off me, he's in the shower licking it. Yeah, my cat likes latex more than I do, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
Honestly. All right. And lastly, what words of wisdom would you like to give to anybody considering having a go at MIR?
Competing
or attending? Or both.
Giving it a red hot go.
Let's start with competing because that's the most impactful thing.
I think competing is important. It's important to have that level of representation no matter where you come from. It is a really big deal to show up for your community in a space like that. And I think it's really important to go in with the mentality of that. So not going in with the ego mentality of I'm going in to win. Because that wasn't me at all. I went in just happy to represent. And I didn't really care about the outcome, to be honest. Winning was just a bonus for me. So I think it's really important to go in with that mentality if you're going to compete. It is a absolutely incredible experience and you're going to learn so much about yourself being in that environment. But if you were looking to just attend MIR, once again, I would heavily encourage that. It is worth the trip for us Australians. And it is a weekend that is just so full of so many things. You've got a market, there's workshops, there's meetups, there's dinners, there's brunches, there's so many things over, this 4-day weekend. And you will connect with so many like-minded individuals. And I often reflect on, having something like that so beautiful where people travel from all over the world. And we all connect on our love of rubber, love of latex. And I think that's just really beautiful. So it's an incredible event, beautiful energy, beautiful humans, and it's definitely worth experiencing at least once in your life.
It's very inspiring that the American community, I understand you found it very welcoming. no matter where you're from, no matter where the event takes place. I think it's really lovely to see that like King community is generally really welcoming. Especially, I mean, rubber community specifically, but other Skylar communities can take the inspiration. I think we can empower each other in that sense. And in general, I mean, it is a really important message that whether you're going or whether you're competing, just basically you don't have to have a background in performance, have a specific, 10 years experience in wearing latex, modeling it or doing things like that. You can just do it. It's not about winning, it's about actually putting yourself out there, and anybody can do it.
It's for the love of rubber, it's for the love of your community, and it's not about the, crazy, it's not about having over the top beautiful latex garments. It's just about who you are as a person, and just show up as yourself for your community and connect with the other communities over your love of rubber. So yeah, so good.
Well, I've got to say, Elliot, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. I mean, MIR 29, first Aussie, first NB title holder, no pressure, right?
Yeah, none at all. None at all.
Every right. And to everyone watching, you can follow Elliot's journey through their socials. Links on screen and in the description. As always, support your local rubber communities and keep shining. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
I'm Elliott Eve, Melbourne Rubber 2024, and nope.
Blooper reel.
Let's go. Okay.
And to everyone watching, you can follow Elliot's journey through their socials. Links all in the... Yes, that one up.
24, the first non-binary winner of Melbourne. Yo, okay, here we go.
Do not subscribe button. Do not subscribe.
Beautiful. All right, that's a wrap.
Woo!
Thanks to all who support us through Ko-fi and Rubberly Store.